Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you all, wherever you are in the world. My name is Nick Ferrand and these are my Italian one-take property tours. Now, have I got something for you today? This building was purchased in 1457, which makes these knockers, as you know I love, 15th century. Now, this building is 2,500 square meters, and there's parts of it which basically haven't been restored. There's parts of it that's been restored. It's got a huge estate. It's got a vineyard. It's got a big cantina. It's a rummage of just beauty, frescoes, and just style. Are you ready? Let's go. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's just really, we are going to have some fun today because this is just the most amazing find. A gentleman phoned me up and he's a count and his lovely girlfriend who I've met this morning, and he said to me, would you like to come and see my villa? And he sent me a couple of pictures and I went, yep, I'm in the car. Now, as we go through the front entrance, and there is a formal entrance, and there's going to be a lot of camera adjusting today because there's just so much to see. There really is. And I'm going to come up these beautiful stairs. Now, a lot of it needs an awful lot of work. Parts of it are already, oh, look at the light coming up here, have been restored. And you are going to be, it's going to be a smorgasbord of pure Italian bliss. Now let's just get down here because I want to show you into this room. Now I'm going to be mentioning a bit more information at the end of this video and the price which can be purchased today, and you're going to be amazed, absolutely amazed. And as I pull up the camera, it is phenomenal, absolutely beautiful. The patina is, you know, personally I wouldn't do anything to it. I wouldn't even start. But I am going to show you the crests which are above, and I'm going to just pull round and show you this one, which is in the middle of the frame, because to the left is the coat of arms, which is the red and yellow, and to the right is the ladies' coat of arms. And I thought that was really very interesting, but just look. Really? It's just absolutely beautiful. Now, as I mentioned to you, there are some parts of this which have been restored and other parts which haven't, and parts of it, of the flooring have been restored and other parts haven't. But I will tell you right now that this is the original floor. And as I pull the camera down, you are actually, or I am actually, stepping on a terracotta floor which is 600 years old. Stories. I wonder what that floor could tell us. Oh, what a room. Absolutely unbelievable. And the stonework and the arches and absolutely everything above it. Now stay with me because basically there is going to be a huge surprise. I come into, now there's quite a lot of stuff which is around, which one would expect over the years, but we are more interested in the frescoes. And there are frescoes absolutely everywhere. And then you've got painted doors. I'm going to pull up and show you this. Looks like a 1950s chandelier. And when we get up to the top floor, you'll see that there are a number of other chandeliers which over the years have been replaced, and it's a treasure trove of utter beauty. Now let's just come around here. Lovely wardrobe. Antiques everywhere. I come back through these original doors into this main salon and show you the return. And this is well, technically it's a stately home. Now, the door on the left, which you can see with those brass knobs, is just a storage cupboard. But what's important is that we're going to go in here. And as I open the door and we come through, and then, and then I lift up and I will show you that fresco as well. And it's quite interesting because, let's see how far I can get up. Oh, that's about it. These are wood burning stoves, and they are in terracotta, and they are beautiful. Really absolutely beautiful, and they look 19th century to me. And then if I come back here and I just pull the camera across, you will see these two huge columns and a wrought iron four-poster bed behind. Yeah, the floors here are 30 centimetres by 15 centimetres original terracotta, and it has this just incredible bath. I'm going to go and show you the views up above, which of the area as well as we get up, but that is a marble bath. Incredible. Original glass and all the doors. And for those of you who will watch a couple of my videos, and I don't know whether I can get this, but basically if I pull back, maybe you can see that the glass is undulating. Oh yes, I can. Look, you can see it. Oh, isn't that incredible? Out we go again. What a room. Can you imagine the formal parties that one would have had here with their ladies in their huge dresses? Now, this part is new, or relatively new, and you have a modern kitchen. And that's really what I love about this, because, you know, over the centuries, you've got basically people who have, you know, stamped their style. And that to me looks like an 80s kitchen. And I just think that is just great. And I'm going to pull back for a sec, because I just want to, if I come back here, I just want to show you the kind of domed ceiling. And that ceiling height has got to be 5.5 meters. At a guess? I hope you're enjoying this. Right, that's enough of that. Let's crack on, because we're going to go round, and there is something special which I want to show you. And as we come into, again, another salon, and you can see a chandelier. I'm not going to turn it on because basically it's very orange, but if I do lift up and show you the frescoes in this room as well, they are just stunning. Now this looks like me, there's two ladies there, and that looks like spring to me because they are dancing. Yeah. Or a depiction of spring and fertility. And when we come in here, I mean, this has basically a lot of stuff. And there's going to be a lot of stuff all over the place. But again, I do need to show you this, because if I come here and this ceiling was restored at the turn of the 20th century, so you're talking about kind of 1910, I've been told. Beautiful marble fireplace in the corner. Going to get some glare coming out of it, but I just want to come, I really want to come here and rummage. I did a fantastic video, I don't know whether you've seen it, in a house, Forgotten Italy, and look at that as a cover for your fireplace. And well, I mean, this is the same thing, but it's about 5 times bigger. So we are walking around the building, and I'm going to come through to another room, and then we're going to walk into what would have been an office. And again, you have just stunning frescoes, and I quite like these because they're more symmetrical, and I think that's a later addition myself. What fun you would have here. And then this room, which is very classical Italian, that it is leads from one room to another. I can hear something beeping. Now, this building would be absolutely perfect for somebody who potentially wanted to create a boutique hotel, or somebody who wanted to basically create maybe a development of luxury apartments within a 15th century building. Right, I've just cut that just for a second as I come down into this ground floor, and what you can see to the left of me, just below the clock, is the original oven. And if we come into this room, which is another door which leads out, which we're going to go in a minute, and this potentially would have been a service quarters, and beautiful light. And if I pull up, you have a little cherub there. Yeah, it really does lend itself to potentially be, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, divided into luxury apartments if somebody wanted to go down that route. And in here, there are these just incredible vats. Really just amazing. I mean, look at that. I don't know whether you can read that. I'm just going to get a bit closer. 1889. And again, I just love the way, can you see that arch? And that door, I mean, I don't know what that's all about. I mean, why is that? Why is that? And we come into this room, and the reason I want to go in here is that I came in here before. I just got to pop around here. And I spoke to Antonio, and I said, "What is that?" He said, "Oh, we just found that in the garden." Oh, it's just phenomenal. I want it. I really do. Okay, so coming back out and coming down. Now, where are we going to go now? I'm not going to show you everything. It's just going to be too much to do. But I do want to get out here, and I do want to come down and show you this cantina, because I just think it's beautiful, and I'm going to try to basically pull down. Now, when I first opened this door, there were a couple of bats inside, but I'm just going to get in here. I mean, look at that. I mean, really. They used to have wine tasting. I mean, you would have had your carriage in here. Now, the foundations were probably even earlier than the 15th century. I absolutely guarantee it. Look at this, look at the brickwork on that beautiful arch. And then here, if I pull around, and there's a very old fresco, and I've been told that that is the Bishop of Florence, who did something miraculous. Right, let's get back up the stairs. Okay, so we're back into the ground floor area. And there, just to the right of me, is the wood burning stove, and we are going to go up. Something is bleeping. And this would have been, this is the original servants' quarters and the kitchen. History. Absolutely adore it. Just above you have the Madonna. And we are going to go up these stairs. You're going to get a little bit of flare. The camera will focus. And now we're going up onto the first floor level. There's a laundry room. I'm just going to come around, and we are going to go up past the grandfather clock. And we are now moving up to the first floor. Now, this was rented as a holiday home until not too long ago, And on this level, there's been quite a lot of restoration. And as we go through and the camera will adjust, you go into the first suite. And then you have a very nice bedroom, and the door at the end of that is just a closet. Yeah. That is a picture of the great-great-grandfather. A distinguished gentleman he is. Bathroom en suite, toilet, mosaic tiles, a nice shower, no bidet, beautiful light streaming through the window. We are just after lunch now, and just behind the camera is west facing, and directly in front of us is east, and the front of the building is facing south, which makes it quite incredible actually. Now I think it would be good if we come down here and show you this hallway. Now we are only 30 to 40 minutes away, depending on traffic, from the centre of Florence, and only 30 to 40 minutes away from the centre of Siena, and Pisa is about 1 hour away. And as we come down this lovely hallway, we go into another suite, and again each room has just stunning frescoes, absolutely stunning. And then you've got a very nice bathroom. With more frescoes. And there is a bath behind the great big mirror. Yeah. And then if we pull around to the right, we go, I mean, the rooms are huge. I mean, what a lovely suite this would be for somebody to come to Tuscany. Actually, I think I'm going to go forward because I'm going to put the camera out of the window, and just to give you an idea of the view. Here we go. Just bear with me. Oop. Now, that is facing south, and the camera will adjust as I pull out. It's a beautiful October day. Look at it. Absolutely gorgeous. You must be able to see for 60 miles or so. As the camera will adjust back to the indoor lighting, you will see a fireplace in the corner and another large mirror and some beautiful frescoes. Let's go back out into this corridor now, and then we can walk down. Yeah, honestly, what an amazing villa. It's just huge, huge. Right, now I'm going to go up these stairs, and they are cantilevered, and if I show you that, and you can see it glistening, can you see the glistening? If I try to pull out the way, get out the way, There you go. Look, and that is centuries of tread, you know, and just patina. I just adore it. I just adore it. It's just wonderful. Now we are going to go into this room, which is so exciting. But I feel I want to show you the other, maybe one other apartment. Oh no, I've got to show you that as well. So 1, 2, and in we go, which is almost a mirror image of the first apartment. Absolutely fantastic terracotta flooring, totally original fireplace in the corner. Another big bedroom. Yeah. Wow. And then this leads out to, when I first started the video and I looked up, you could see those 3 arches. If I come across here, I've got more of an extended view that you can see in the, again, the camera will adjust and you will get an idea of really how beautiful a vista that really is. Okay, I'm just, you know what, I think there's just so much to do. There is another wonderful suite, 2 in fact, but I think what I want to show you is basically this. Yeah. Now, I've been told that this was a ironing room for the ladies to come, and I'm not sure if it's an ironing room, it might actually be a sewing room. We're just going to come here, the light streaming in from a skylight in steel and glass, and now we're going to get into a bit of fun. Now this was really interesting, and I think that you would be interested by this as well. You see that wooden branch, and it's actually held up, so I'll get a bit closer. It's held up by a piece of wire, and then you've got a bottle, a wine bottle, which has had the bottom taken off and then supported above. Now I didn't know this, but the idea was basically that you would hang your grapes so that they would dry out, or your other fruit that you wanted to hang, and that bottle would stop the mice for running down the cable and eating your food. Phenomenal. Can you see the chandelier? And then there's a glass chandelier further up. I don't know whether you can see that in the distance, but there's hundreds of years of history. And, you know, the beds and, oh, if anyone likes antiques as I do as well, then, you know, you just want to spend a weekend here. But look at this. I can't go too close to the edge. That is a theatre. Right. And if I pull back, I mean, this section of the roof, if I come up, is actually new. Oh, you're looking at about a third of it. I'm sorry if there's a bit of, as we call now, noise, which is in old money grain, but it is incredibly dark in here, and there is no light. But again, really, what stories can be told here? Right. All right, so now we are back out into the restored section of the house, and I have got another treat for you, which I'm going to show you now. So let's get out of the property, and then we can go and do that. Right, I've just walked through what would have been the formal garden, and we're going to come through this shimmering light, which is you can see, and we're going to come to this door. Not quite sure what I can do because there's no light, so we're just going to have to do our very best. But as we go in, we are going to go into the chapel. And again, there might be some noise, but I'm going to pull up the camera so you can see the frescoes. Now this chapel is still consecrated, so one could still, or the priest could still use the chapel, and I'm not going to go into that room for respect of the ancestors who are buried here, but I am going to show you this because I find this very interesting. And this here, you see that? If I close, and I don't know how much light we're going to have here, you see that? That is where you would have done your confession, but normally it would have been sealed so that you would have had no contact of knowing who the other person was. But I think that as this was the family estate within the area, the local priest obviously knew everybody that lived here, and I just find that quite incredible. And if I try to lift up here and show you, and I don't know whether we can, we're going to do our best, you will be able to see the family crest. It's the most beautiful thing. Okay, well, here we are. Stately home, and we've just seen a little bit of it, because just here, and I don't think I'm going to show you, but there are 3 houses, and underneath there is this huge cantina, which could make just an amazing gym, or it could be anything you want it to be. Just over here, there's a room which is used for yoga, and just on the other side there's a wine tasting room, but it's just a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal piece of Italian architecture. Wow. Right, now then, the building was purchased in 1452. I really do find that incredible. The total square meterage, including the cantinas, the other houses, this house, the chapel that you've seen, is 3,500 square meters. Florence is about 40 minutes. Siena was about 40 minutes. Pisa was about 1 hour. There's a swimming pool, which I'm not going to show you. There's 1.5 hectares of basically olives, and the total land at this moment in time is 3 hectares, but potentially you can buy up to 7 hectares. Price needs work. Okay, take that into consideration. Right now, you can buy this house and everything and more that you haven't seen for €2,200,000. I have plans in the office. I have history in the office. I have all the things that you need in the office. So if you would like further information, please be so kind and send us an email at info@abodeitaly.com. My name is Nick Ferrand and these are my Italian one-take property tours. I say this every week. For those of you who have subscribed to this channel, thank you so much. And for those of you who have not subscribed to this channel, would you be so kind and just push those buttons, and that would help me so I can help you. I hope you enjoyed this. I found it absolutely fascinating. I could spend the whole weekend here just rummaging. I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.